John coming out with his music and getting in the ring and doing the promo, I felt like I was back in like 2013, 2012, 2011, where John was just fucking the head of the company. And I will say this, him coming back, I miss John. I just miss this face of the company. He's the superstar. He's carrying you. Like, you get what I'm saying, right?
The punk boys, bitch, you better bow down. Crunchers wanna hear the show, start the countdown. Don't be messing around, we ain't chasing no clout. Better shut your ass up before we put your ass down. Might get lumped up, taking verbal bumps, chump. We don't ever bite tongues, always keeping it a buck. Dan, Joe, and Will, they gon' change the game. Bump Boys podcast, it'll melt your brain. Y'all don't wanna see the flame, so don't spark the match. We like rookie Kurt Angle, make your ankle snap. Three amigos like Eddie, but don't lie or steal. Only cheat when we gotta, but to win we will. Mike skills like Dusty, but go hard like Brock. I'm a stunner like Austin, dropping elbows like Mach. Y'all don't wanna see the finish, cause it's us on top. 1, 2, 3, get the V and get a warrior pop. Yo!
What's going on, guys? It is your boy, King William Le Champion, and I have Dirty Dan. Joe's taking the night off. We are going to be doing the Monday Night Raw. This is June 27th, and this is 20 years, Danny. Not 2, not 5, not 10, 20. 20 years of John Cena.
His he said it himself, his WWE birthday. But we'll get into that in a little later. But first, I gotta congratulate you.
Thank you.
I gotta congratulate you. He Will retained his title. Me and him tied over the weekend in the prediction, but Champion's advantage.
Champions advantage, baby. Title. Hey, it comes into play.
Joe couldn't be here tonight because Joe's still licking his wounds from his loss.
He absolutely. Joe got a little too cute. You know what I'm saying? Joe picked Cesaro over. I mean, Zack Sabre Jr. over Cesaro. But wait, that's AEW. Let's jump in. Let's do Monday Night Raw. Let's get into it. And I will say this. Monday Night Raw kicked off with a little bit of a banger. I'm not going to lie. They had a 20-man battle royale. Of course, you got to go over the top rope. And I was actually impressed with the superstars that they had. If you looked at everyone that was in the ring, there were only like a few jobbers here and there, like Tozawa. You know, everyone else was kind of viable if you think about it.
Honestly, I like the Last Chance Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm. I like this. I like this kind of style.
Honestly, it felt different tonight. This Raw felt different.
It did. It felt like they I'm not saying John Cena had an effect in this, but I felt like they started to, we'll get into some other things, but I felt like they were grabbing from things they used to do in the past. So some highlights of this is we had Shanky being eliminated by Jinder after trying to dance with R-Truth. And then Jinder being eliminated, I think it was by Ricochet. I believe Ricochet eliminated Jinder. We had Riddle squaring off with The Miz after The Miz eliminated AJ Styles. After The Miz did what he always does, he faked an injury, rolled under the ropes. And WWE, why were you so focused on The Miz? Like, we knew what was going on. Like, you should have like panned away and didn't let us see anything. What do you think about this match, Danny? What do you think about that?
Honestly, I thought that was so stupid that they panned away. But they
didn't pan away. I'm saying honestly, they didn't pan away.
Honestly, I'm okay with Riddle winning the whole thing because honestly, it adds another level of the three people now that you could see winning it. Now I could see Riddle winning it.
You can't, but remember, like they said, Riddle has the stipulation to where he can't challenge Roman Reigns again.
Can he cash in on him?
No, that's challenging him. That's still challenging him. He can't face him. No matter what, he cannot face him for the belt. So
that's the weird part. Like
that's the weird part. But
it's interesting.
But then it makes you think like, But then it makes you think like, does Brock Lesnar beat Roman somehow? Since Roman's always has gone like the last 3 wins over Brock, does he beat Roman and then he cashes in on Brock, pulling a Seth? But we don't know. But like you said, there are a ton, and this is the one thing I will say. Arguably, since maybe the first or second Money in the Bank, this is probably the most stacked lineup that's involved in the Money in the Bank. Would you agree?
All of them. Oh yeah, I could see all of them winning. I can even see Omos, for God's sakes.
Facts. And he's supposed to be eventually they're trying to build him to be that big star, that one and done. But after we had the battle royale, we had a little segment with John Cena acknowledging the Street Profit, saying, "Never give up, because we want the smoke," and that's exactly what D'Angelo Dawkins. What's funny? They messed up here. They put D'Angelo Dawkins versus Jey Uso. It was actually Jey Uso versus Montez Ford. bro, this felt like a really good match. This kind of stole the show for me a little bit. What do you think of this match?
This match was really, really good. Honestly, I think WWE Shop should like start selling those custom Street Profits jerseys. Like, those are pretty sick.
They're pretty cool, honestly. Yeah,
if they
or like jerseys
like,
local to their
something
area,
like
or something like that.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be like every week, like every week they're different. So that'd be cool if they like start like selling those, like get them over a little bit more.
Most definitely, yeah. It gives them a little bit of style, a little bit of flair. I will say about one thing with this match. This is how you do a slow match. Like, if you're gonna have a slow match, the way they did this match, it was a slow match, but it was almost as if they were building it up, if that makes sense, right? You know, D'Angelo, I keep saying D'Angelo. Montez Ford doing the arm drag on Jay multiple times, and when he looked at Jimmy and he went and was like barking at him and shit, and then they started to make the moves got bigger and bigger, and they started to build, and the pace picked up, and it picked up, then they slowed it down, then they picked it up. If you haven't seen this match, this was if anyone hasn't seen this match, go watch it. It was actually really good. I was extremely impressed with how they build it. Montez Ford gets the win. You know, the frog splash almost touching the cases at the top was pretty cool. And then the show, I thought, kind of like went down a little bit. I'm sorry. I thought it kind of like dipped.
It just became a John Cena tribute show.
Yeah, basically they just started throwing in a bunch of John Cena packages. You guys say something?
Honestly, some of them kind of shocked me. Daniel Bryant, Big Show, Jericho.
Jericho one was pretty shocking. You could tell he was sitting in an AEW locker room.
Yep. It's honestly, they were all like, I would have blew my mind if they had Punk like cut one.
I don't know. Punk probably got the call, and then he was just like,
click. No, I heard Tony Khan was okay with it, because honestly, they actually do not have that bad of a relationship. If you got to think about it, WWE and them two really do not have that. People think they hate each other, but really, it's not.
No, they don't. No, I don't think.
Like, if they borrow stuff from them, they're okay with it.
I think people want them to have a this feud. They want the WCW, Attitude Era kind of feud. They want that kind of, back and forth, each person taking jabs at each other. But let's get into the next match. We had The Miz versus AJ Styles. I thought it was an okay match. I didn't know why we needed to do this. Obviously, I know it ties in with the Royal.
Pretty much sets up a SummerSlam, mate. Probably sets up a SummerSlam match later on.
Another feud?
Because I guess Logan Paul's coming back with The Miz for another tag match.
Which
he basically announced that before.
Yeah. So you think Logan Paul's going to be like one of the guest stars probably at SummerSlam? Most likely? Yeah. They showed him doing flips.
They're going to have a Pat. Yeah, because they're already going to have Pat versus Corbin, so they're going to they're trying to resell it again.
Yeah, basically it's like WrestleMania 2.0 at the end of the day. We had Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan. I really loved the backstage segment that they had, talking about how each other, they're friends or not friends because they're not going to let each other win it, and how they were trying to like one up each other with it would be so cute to see you not win it. And then when Liv got Alexa Bliss back with a little nose touch on her doll, I thought that was a pretty cool, but pretty quick match.
Yeah,
you would think, right? So you
really
think they're saving this for us? It was quick though. I thought it was a quick match. The roll up with Liv Morgan getting the win.
Alexa, yeah, I could. This shocks me because this changes my pick. Because now I don't. Now it makes me think Liv Morgan's not going to win this.
You thought she was going to win it?
Yeah, I thought Alexa was going to win this match, setting up her to like.
Liv could still win it. Pick her, Danny. Go ahead, pick her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know yet. Pick her.
One of the clean ones is Becky Lynch. They might do Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank.
I don't want to see that because then, like I said, it's AEW, Britt Baker, and Adam Cole all over again. All right, so we got a backstage segment between I was gonna say Riddle. We had a backstage segment against Theory and John Cena. Riddle cut Theory cut a really good promo. What do you think of the promo?
Dude, Theory is nasty.
No, he's not liking him nasty.
More and more every
Give
week.
it nice. We won't say nasty. He's not there yet, but he's very good. There. No, he's definitely. Yeah, I agree that he's definitely getting there because that promo he cut was really, really good. You could definitely tell he was in the mirror, backstage, talking to himself. And then when John came up, he had to just let it rip. And he didn't stutter. He didn't have no gaps. It was a very good promo. I didn't like the match, though. We had Bobby Lashley versus Alpha Academy. This is not what I want to see Alpha Academy doing, man. This is not what I want to see them doing.
No. I don't want them to be lackeys.
That's basically who they've been. They were Kevin Owens lackeys a few weeks ago. Now they're Theory's lackeys a few weeks ago. Who's next? The Miz lackeys? You know what I'm saying? With Ciampa? I could care less about this. Bobby Lashley gets the win, kind of confirming that Theory should be retaining Money in the Bank. Then we get...
because they're definitely doing Theory versus Cena for the U.S. title.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's interesting? 3 hours, and there was only 5 matches, I believe. That's how you knew. A lot of promos, but you obviously you did have the Vince McMahon coming out. We had John Cena coming out. And I will say this, the Titantron, where they did all his different logos from like the past 20 years, I thought that was pretty cool. That was tough.
Honestly, I like that Titantron. If he's gonna come back and keep doing that, do something like that. I like the black. Mm-hmm. I like the black logo. Like
in the black wristbands.
All the new stuff. Oof.
I liked it. I think they should.
Everyone with their spinner belts.
Oh, absolutely. Bring back the spinner belts. AWE. The Universal belt could turn into a spinner belt, and I would not care because I like the spinner belt. And a lot of people give flack. I liked it.
Honestly, it was great.
I liked it. Once again, I don't know why people were shitting on it, but I liked it. So one thing we did see, obviously we get the Money in the Bank last chance qualifier. They let everyone wrestle, which I thought was really nice. We don't have to have 6-7 matches and then a bunch of promos. Let's just really focus on what we're trying to do. Let the wrestlers wrestle. I think because John is there, so like, okay, I want to put on a show for John. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually want to wrestle and show off. You know what I'm saying? Show off to the big pump.
I liked how they had everyone. How they had everyone outside when he first came out. Mm-hmm. Like everyone from the locker room from both shows.
Ricochet wearing the Louis Vuitton. Both shows. Oh, that yeah. Yep. This was kind of like a super show theoretically. This basically was like a super show because there was the Royal Rumble with the Battle Royale, which had everyone from Raw and SmackDown. You had different people from SmackDown and Raw competing, and then we had the last match, the Women's Money in the Bank Last Chance Qualifier. This was actually a really good match.
Hey, you skipped over that Cena promo. You skipped over that Cena promo.
Oh, Cena kind of the promo? Well, I'm saving that for the end. We're saying that for the end. Okay. Just letting people know that Cena came out, but we'll save that for the end. This is the 20 years. We'll give him that honor. On the Bump Boys, we will give John Cena the honor of closing out the show. The Money in the Bank Last Chance Qualifier, based off who we saw in this match, we already knew Becky Lynch was winning this, regardless, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Becky's on the poster. With Seth. They already changed the poster once because of Cody. You knew that was coming. Speaking of Cody, we got a Cody update.
We did get a Cody promo. I don't think we have to talk too much about the Cody promo. It was just him basically saying how he wants to get back in the ring. Like I said, Danny, they're going to pull a fucking John's. He mentioned it too. Yo, WWE, at least hide that you're doing it. Cody Rhodes literally said, oh my God, John Cena had the same thing and he came back 9 months earlier than he should have been. And he was at the Royal Rumble. I'm basically going to try to do the same thing.
Is it bad that his arm did not look that bad?
Yes, Danny, I'm telling you, they painted great. The fuck out of it, bro. Obviously, the swelling goes down, but you would still see some bruising. They definitely painted that man's arm, yo. Cody Rhodes, you need to come on the Bump Boys channel and let us know if that was real. Because you injured your shit in Hartford, baby. You injured it in our hometown. All right, so let's get to this Money in the Bank last year's qualifier.
Oh, yeah.
He did injure it in the gym. Yeah, and Ed.
Edge.
You feel me? Yeah, snapped this whole shit up. All right, so Women's Money in the Bank Last Chance Qualifier match. Like we said, everyone who was in the match, you knew Becky was winning it, but everyone was trying to one-up Becky because I like how WWE kind of like sells that, like, yo, Becky's in the run. Mm-hmm. She may be a little bit easier to pin, and I enjoyed this match. I thought it was really good. It let people like, Tamina, who we haven't really got to see, she got snacked up in that 24/7, wrapped up in that 24/7 shit. We got to see her wrestle. Like you said, Doudrop and Nikki ASH looked good. Mm-hmm. Xia Li looked good.
Really good in this match.
She did. She a big girl. You feel me? I'm saying she hit the big elbow drop. Xia Li looked decent. Shayna Baszler, it's finally good to see her really wrestling. I hope eventually we get to push her on a storyline because all the shit that they did in NXT for her, they kind of just threw that bitch out the window.
Didn't it feel like this was a Triple H run Raw?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, it felt like it was a very well put together. Vince probably went, "Hey, Triple H, oh, I need you to do something for me. I got you, Vince. I'll put up a good show. It'll be decent. It'll get like a B rating, and they'll do what we need to do, and then we can have John be the icing of the cake, just like our review. John Cena hit his promo. I'll save my take for the end. What'd you think about his promo, Danny?
I really liked it. Honestly, I think this was a vintage Cena promo. Would you say so?
It was a vintage Cena promo, but I hated
Would you
it.
say vintage Cena?
It was just a classic Cena promo. Then he's just, it's the classic. It's all of us. I'm not going to be here, but when I do get here, don't boo me. That's basically what he was saying to the crowd. Like, it's all of us. And I'm not saying I'm coming back, but maybe I might come back.
Since he came back.
That's honestly, not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I feel like eventually
his head was shaved and it was ready to go. So you could tell he's getting ready to come back.
I don't know. I just feel like we're going to get the Cena at SummerSlam. We're going to see him gone for a while, and then we're going to see him during WrestleMania season, basically. Like, I definitely feel like when Cena said,
gonna be the new Undertaker for sure.
Basically, and who retires him, we never know. But I thought the promo was good, but it's also just like there was a lot of bullshit in the promo to where I just know it's a classic. I'm the part-timer, love me because I love all of you guys, and we should all love each other no matter what, even if I am a part-timer. And there's a lot of memories we made. He fucking fake cried. I don't give a fuck. This motherfucker fake cried. He started to choke up, and he didn't even shed a fucking tear. Amber Heard at least shedded one tear. John could have shed one.
Honestly, this reminded me of a Cody Rhodes promo. The promos Cody's been hitting.
Yeah, this reminded me of the first ever fucking Cody Rhodes promo. This the American Dream, that's the road, and I'm gonna win it for him. This felt like that. It's John. I will say this: John coming out with his music and getting in the ring and doing the promo. I felt like I was back in like 2013, 2012, 2011, where John was just fucking the head of the company. And I will say this: him coming back, I miss John. I just miss this face of the company. He's the superstar. He's carrying you. Like, you get what I'm saying, right? Like the aura. You just got respect. That aura. Well, it's not even just respect, just like the way he talks on the mic, just that aura. It's almost like I got like brought back into time when I got to like remember when Raw used to be really honestly, good with it.
One of my favorite backstage segments with him tonight was the Seth and Omos one. Remember when he's talking, Seth's like bringing up the time he broke his nose, and then Omos walks up, and then Cena looks at Seth and like, I'm good. He looks Cena's up, he looks down, up and down, and I'm good.
It was. I like that promo. I will say that all the backstage promos were really good. The theory, I will say that Omos one was very funny with John just being, and then Seth going, fuck. But like I said, if John could just give us 6 months, I would take it. You know what I'm saying? Let us just get John for 6 months. So Dan, I think we said everything we needed to say about this.
One last run.
Like I said, one.
I think no. There's nothing left. There's nothing left, man.
No, he can give us one last run. Man. It just
the rating. I give this.
Well, who retires him? That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest question in the air.
We'd have to save that for another video.
Yeah, that'll be another video. Who retires John Cena? Like we should do that as a video. Who on the active roster? Who should retire John? All right, Danny, what's your rating on this show?
So I'd give this 7. I thought the 2 matches were great.
I give this a 7. That's low, dogs.
Well, honestly, maybe 8.5.
How do you go from a 7 to 8.5, Danny? Don't think of what I'm gonna rate it as. Think of what you feel, Danny. What do you feel that this show was? As you as Danny, Dirty Dan, how did you feel about this show? Did you think it was a good show, a great show?
8. Okay.
What would you really give it? Don't think about.
Honestly, I really liked it. It was a fast.
Don't do that, Danny. Don't do that whack shit. Don't be like 7 because me and Joe be giving out low scores. It's about what you feel.
8.5. Okay.
I was gonna give it an 8.2.
8.5, man.
See, we're pretty close. I was gonna give it an 8.2. We're pretty close. Always go by your gut, my dogs. This is the reason why you're not the predictions champion. You feel me? I'm trying to help you, Danny. There's a reason why Joe's not the prediction champion, because Joe be going Eddie Guerrero, not the great, one of the best wrestlers.
At least I'm close to you.
Facts, yeah, facts. That jabroni. We'll leave Joe in the end. We give it 8.2. Any last closing statements?
I at least tie with you 90% of the time.
That's true.
You basically retain like 3 times.
Facts. Any closing statements?
Nope.
I have nothing else. It's the boys. Peace.
Peace.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night.